guys, welcome back to the channel. This week we have got another fish finder install, and it's going onto a 2019 Sea-doo GTR. So I haven't actually worked on one of these skis before. This customer actually has a smaller Hook 5 in the glove box, but he has recently purchased a Lowrance Elite 9 FS. So that's the new Elite series and a 9-inch screen. So we will be mounting that somehow up onto his dash area. So he wants it on the right hand side, so over the other side I've gone ahead and pulled this panel off. So this whole area up here is all plastic and it's fairly flimsy, and so I've taken this side panel off. I'm going to mount through the hull right here, and then have a support coming down there, and then the bracket mount up there. So this is a quick bracket that I've mocked up, and that will sit something like that, about there. So that mounts to the hull through there, which is nice thick fiberglass, and we'll just have to put one hole in here which will come through into this thick plastic part, which is actually quite a firm area of the plastic. So those two mounting holes, they should be strong enough just with the two of them, I would say. I've used, I think it's 8mm aluminium, so this will be a really sturdy bracket, so we won't need to get too carried away with too many mounting bolts. Okay, so we have test fit the bracket, as you can see there. We've got this panel back on, just had to notch it a little bit just to fit the bracket through there, but it's fitting nice and tidy. I've just got the fish finder clamped on there for now, but yeah, it feels nice and sturdy. A little bit of an angle facing towards the driver, and nice and close as well. I've seen people mount them up here on the wing mirrors, but it's quite far away from your hand, and it's not really that much of a strong position. It's effectively it's only just through this thin plastic, so it's not the best option. So yeah, this mount will be much stronger. We will take that off, tidy it up, do some finishing touches, and then get it powder coated. And we will also be fitting a splash guard to the back of it, just to protect these plugs. So there's a shot of the bracket without the fish finder on. The wiring, of course, will go down through here underneath, and we'll just have to drill a hole somewhere to take the wiring back through. But yeah, turned out quite nice so far. So let's take the bracket back off and finish it up. So we've got the rod holder welded on there, so you can see everything's bolted up now, nice and sturdy. A big brace underneath that goes down to the hull, and a couple of bolts onto the steering column. Splash guard on the back. Fish finder's just loosely bolted in for the moment, but yeah, plenty of room between there and your hands, but nice and close to the riding position, and well off to the side as well, so you're not getting in the way of your gauges. Alright, it's actually a few months later now because COVID put a halt on the whole situation, but we've got the ski back in our garage again, and we have got the bracket all finished and back from powder coating, so we will install that. There's the transducer there, so we have to rig up something on the stock bracket and a spring back bracket here, and figure out a way of making that work on the transom of the ski so we can pull the transducer up out of the way. So here we have the final product all installed, ready to go. Brackets all mounted on, fish finder's mounted. Pull that cover off. There's our unit there, Elite FS9. Rod holder down here, plenty of clearance for your hand, but nice and close as well. It's easy to reach the buttons. And on the back we have done a total scan transducer on a spring back bracket. So that's what we've got there. It's our spring back bracket behind there. It's mounted with the standard Lowrance bracket. It's quite a thin metal, that one, but should do the job for now. And got the wire going through the hull here, and there's just a bit of slack wire just so that there's enough room for a bit of movement when that goes up and down. And so that is tied onto that rope which goes through that eyelet, and that was just a bumper bolt like this one here. I just made up a purpose-built hook to go in there, and that connects up to his seat. So we just connected up there on the carabiner, pull that up, connect it there, and there we go. Transducer's up out of the way, good for beach launching. And as soon as you're on the water, just unclip that, put it back up there, and you're good to go. Transducer's back down. And that's actually mounted onto the hull with some chopping board plastic. So there is actually no drilling through the hull for that transducer install, only the cable entry up there. So that gives him plenty of flexibility to move the transducer and reposition it if he doesn't get a good reading. So yeah, I haven't used one of these brackets before or really done a transom mount total scan, but we'll see how this goes. I'll let the customer take it home and take it out for a test run and see how he likes it.